The last passenger theme. Nothing is what it seems. The train that shouldn't exist. It was a cold January night, and snow was falling like soft feathers over a silent countryside. The clock struck 11:58 p.m. when Sarah arrived at a small, unknown train station. It wasn't on the map, and it had no name. She found it through an odd website with a strange tagline, "A journey for those who no longer know where to go." Sarah had been searching for escape. Her life had fallen apart, emotionally, mentally, even physically. She had no job, no direction, and lately, no will to continue. At exactly 12 a.m., a black train rolled in, soundless and slow, as if gliding over shadows. Painted in gold letters on the side were the words North Star Express. She had never heard of it, but the ticket was cheap and promised a direct journey. She stepped inside. A strange ride with silent faces. Inside, the train looked old-fashioned, velvet seats, brass lamps, and wooden walls. But the strangest part, the people. There were exactly 12 passengers in her coach. No one talked. They didn't even look up. Some stared blankly out the window. Others sat motionless, hands folded in their laps. Sarah's seat was near the middle. As she settled in, she noticed the windows were completely white. No trees, no stations, just endless fog. A conductor passed by once. He didn't ask for tickets. He just walked slowly, head down, as if sleepwalking. Sarah felt something was off, but she told herself it was just her mind playing tricks. She closed her eyes and tried to rest. After about 30 minutes, Sarah woke up. The seat across from her was empty. An old man had been sitting there earlier, smiling at nothing. Now he was gone. His hat was still there, his briefcase too, but the man? Nowhere. Sarah looked around. Nobody reacted. She leaned toward a woman nearby and whispered, "Did you see where he went?" No answer. She asked another passenger. He just blinked slowly, turned his head, and looked away. Another 30 minutes passed. A woman with teary eyes was now gone. Her scarf lay on the floor. Then the boy with the toy truck. Gone. The truck was spinning by itself. Sarah's heart began to race. Was this a prank? Some kind of social experiment, or something else?
Clues in a forgotten journal. While checking an empty seat, Sarah found a small leather journal, its pages yellow with age. On the first page, it read, "This is a journey between the world of the living and the silence beyond. Only one will return. The rest are already gone." Sarah's hands trembled. She flipped through the pages. Each page described a past traveler, someone who had suffered deeply in life, felt lost, hopeless, or stuck between choices. One was a soldier haunted by war, another a mother who lost her child, another a man who tried to end his own life. All of them boarded the train. None of them ever got off. Sarah felt sick. Her mouth was dry. Her thoughts were spinning. She looked up and realized there were only 5 people left, and soon, just 4. The truth, Sarah tried to forget. Sarah tried to calm herself. Maybe she had fallen asleep and was dreaming, but then something sharp pierced her mind. Memories, sudden broken flashes, a car, bright headlights, screaming, falling, pain. She remembered now. It was 3 days ago. She had been driving late at night, distracted, angry. She had just gotten into a huge fight with her sister. She didn't see the sharp turn. Her car flew off the road into a deep ravine. She remembered her head hitting the window. Then, darkness. Sarah realized the truth. She wasn't really on this train. She was somewhere else, in between.
The door at the end. Only 2 passengers remained now, Sarah and a young man in a blue hoodie. She tried to talk to him. He looked scared, confused, just like her. He whispered, "I jumped from a bridge, but then I woke up here." Before she could ask more, the lights flickered. A bell rang. He vanished. Now, Sarah was alone. She stood up, shaky legs carrying her down the hallway. At the end of the train, she found a door. It hadn't been there before. On the door, glowing letters spelled, "Only the last passenger may choose." The handle was icy cold. Her breath fogged the glass. She opened it. The choice to return. Bright light poured in. Sarah stepped into it, and suddenly, she wasn't on the train anymore. She saw a hospital room. Her own body lay on a bed. Tubes, machines, a heart monitor. Doctors were rushing around. Her mother was crying at her bedside. Her sister held her hand, whispering, "Come back. Please come back." A voice, deep and calm, filled her ears. "You are in between. Your body lives, but your spirit has wandered. If you wish to return, you must face your pain. But if you stay, there will be no more sorrow, and no more second chances." Sarah looked at her mother, her sister. She remembered laughter, childhood, love, and the fight that led her here. She whispered, "I want to go back." 8. Awakening from the journey. The machines beeped faster. Her heart rate spiked. Doctors yelled, "She's stabilizing!" Sarah gasped. Her eyes opened. The room spun. Tears fell from her mother's eyes. Her sister screamed her name. She was back. Alive. The train was gone. Maybe it was never real. Maybe it was a bridge between life and death, built for souls stuck in pain. But Sarah would never forget it, because she had been the last passenger. Final note. Some trains don't run on tracks. They run on choices, memories, and unfinished stories. And only those strong enough to face the truth can make it back from the journey. We aspect you must liked this story. Now it is your turn to subscribe on the channel. We assure you must do it. Many, many thanks.